begin by cutting across to images of the first meeting between Prime Minister Modi and his Italian counterpart Giorgia Meloni. And there you have the two of the leaders, Modi and Meloni, engaging in some chatter. This is the first time they are meeting on the sidelines of the G7 summit. Prime Minister Modi is going to be making his way in, being greeted by the Italian Prime Minister. Very similar to the images that we saw last year for the G20 summit, when the tables were turned, the roles were reversed, and you had Prime Minister Modi welcoming Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Needless to say, that moment went viral, and I suspect this one will too. But we had that brief exchange which will play out for you as well. The welcome that Prime Minister Meloni has given to Prime Minister Modi. There you have Prime Minister Modi with his namaste at the Italian Prime Minister. Interestingly, she's been seen also along the G7 summit welcoming several of the world leaders with a namaste. And now you've got these two leaders with so much to talk really between the India-Italian ties that will be taken forward in a bilateral post the G7 summit. But first images are on your screens right now of the welcome accorded by Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni to Prime Minister Modi. Remember that it was on a welcome that came in from Meloni that Prime Minister Modi is chosen to go to Italy for his first foreign tour after coming back to power as the Prime Minister for a third term. And he's spoken about that also in his departure note, about the warmth with which the welcome was given and also about how we've seen ties between India and Italy growing in the last few years. So this is the formal welcome that's been accorded to Prime Minister Modi by the Italian Prime Minister, who's playing host for the G7. And you see, of course, that soon after the welcome, even during the photo op, they definitely exchanged a few greetings and more. And also after this, there's going to be a bilateral that takes place where it will be important to see what's discussed, what's on the agenda for India and Italy. That bilateral has been confirmed at this point, but that's the melody moment that everyone on social media has been watching out for. These pictures have very, very frequently of these two world leaders on one stage together gone viral very quickly, particularly among Indian netizens. And now the first images since Prime Minister Modi touched down in the southern coast of Italy, meeting with the Italian Prime Minister. Quite a bit of banter there between the two leaders after a formal namaste welcome for Prime Minister Modi. And even during the photo op, you can see that they're exchanging pleasantries, exchanging greetings, and quite a bit of banter before the Prime Minister made his way beyond as well to go ahead and sign a book as part of the G7 summit formalities. Gaurav Sawant is joining us with more details on this. Gaurav, first meeting between Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Meloni. Of course, there's a lot of talk about the optics, of this particular meeting, about how much social media, particularly Indian social media users, love these images. But let's talk really about the business that will happen between India and Italy, about the bilateral that will take place and what's on the agenda for that. This is a very crucial visit to Italy, and significantly the Prime Minister has chosen this to be his first foreign tour since he's been re-elected, since he's come back as the Prime Minister for a third term, for obvious reasons. You've got all world leaders on one platform here.
Well, two of them very, very popular leaders, both Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Both of them have a warm personal equation, and both of them are on a high after elections. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this is his first foreign trip after his third consecutive victory as the leader of the NDA and as Prime Minister of India. So world leaders would be looking at Prime Minister Narendra Modi very closely, especially when a number of them go into elections, whether it's Rishi Sunak in the United Kingdom or Emmanuel Macron in France or Joe Biden in the United States of America. But look at this image. People are talking about this. The bilateral will take place in some time from now. It's scheduled for around 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. But this is the outreach that's happening, and very, very critical when the outreach talks about artificial intelligence, it talks about Africa, it talks about the Russia-Ukraine conflict. What's extremely critical at this point of time, and I must add, is Prime Minister Narendra Modi will see that the outcome of India's G20 absolutely dovetails with the outcome of the G7 here. And that would take the relationship forward.
Remember, the Italian Prime Minister, she's been to India twice. And then once again, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Italy in 2021. So the relationship between the two countries, the bilateral and at multilateral level, very, very warm and strong.
For our viewers, again, the moment that Prime Minister Modi enters into a warm greeting from Italian Prime Minister Meloni. He greets her with a namaste. She greets him back with a namaste too. And then there's, of course, some banter where they're exchanging pleasantries for the photo op at G7. Very similar to the greeting. And there's that moment where you've got Prime Minister Modi walking in with a namaste, and you've got Prime Minister Meloni reciprocating, also welcoming the Prime Minister with a namaste. And you've seen this quite often. The Italian Prime Minister has chosen to greet almost all the world leaders with a namaste, which are also pictures that are incredibly popular here in the country. And there you have that particular moment where you can see some light banter between the two leaders. And then the Prime Minister walking on to sign the book with his comments really about the G7 at this point. It's set in a beautiful backdrop of Apulia in Italy. This is in the southern coast, and you've got the Adriatic Sea right there. So it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful location for the G7 summit. But you've got the most important leaders all coming together on one platform there, on one stage. And now on your screens, the formal welcome being accorded to Prime Minister Modi by Italian Prime Minister Meloni. Now you're going to have the G summit meet taking place. The Prime Minister, interestingly, Gaurav, is going to be speaking on artificial intelligence, something that he's spoken about at great length earlier about how much it intrigues him.
This indeed is extremely important. So artificial intelligence is a key result area and a key focus area as far as India is concerned. And the role of artificial intelligence is something that is critical as far as this G7 outreach is concerned. Africa, again, if you'd recall in G20, India insisted that African Union should be made a part of the G20. Africa is a major outreach issue in this G7 summit. And India's insistence, India's effort is that the outcome of G20, India's presidency, and the outcome of G7, this is the 50th G7 and Italy is the chair. Those two outcomes should be dovetailed together to benefit not just Africa, but to benefit the world. And the Prime Minister's meetings have been extremely critical. Whether it's with Rishi Sunak in the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, or Emmanuel Macron of France, or very, very important, the meeting with President Zelensky of Ukraine. Now, Ukraine-Russia conflict is something that G7 countries have been focusing on. India has very strongly advocated the peaceful dialogue resolution path to be adopted, which unfortunately is a path which is not being adopted by the G7 countries. And many experts say that G7 is being painted into a corner, especially now with that $50 billion assistance out of Russian money being given to Ukraine, which will only spur the war even more. So at a time when the world is talking conflict, India is the advocate of peace and dialogue for conflict resolution.
Let's talk about the images that we see on our screens, Gaurav. The significance of this moment of Prime Minister Modi with Prime Minister Meloni, besides, of course, the optics that everyone on social media loves to talk about, is also the fact that Prime Minister Modi has come back with a mandate. There's a Prime Minister for a third consecutive term. And you've got Prime Minister Meloni also, who's won big in the EU vote, winning the European Parliament poll. So both fresh off a huge, tremendous win.
You're absolutely right there, Akshita. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Giorgia Meloni, the Prime Minister of Italy, both the leaders are on a high. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on world stage after having won 3 elections, 2014, 2019 and 2024. So globally, he's seen as a very tall leader in this context. Somebody who's won a mandate, as head of NDA in 2024 and of course as head of BJP both in 2014 and 19. The world looks at India's democracy. The Prime Minister on the world stage has called India the mother of democracy. The world looks at these elections, sees the outcome, sees he's back for the third time, and someone who's advocating a dialogue and peaceful resolution. and India is now the 5th largest economy, aspiring to be the 3rd largest economy. So India also plays a very key role. What is India talking about here? Close cooperation with Italy, whether it comes to defense, on critical technology, artificial intelligence. These are all areas where the two countries will be cooperating when that bilateral happens. This, of course, is the multilateral G7 outreach, but when the bilateral happens later tonight, that's the relationship that's being taken forward, Akshita.
Very, very true. So, crucial bilaterals that we're focusing on, 3 of them which have already happened, politicized that have happened. And now with this warm greeting from Italian Prime Minister Meloni, who's reciprocated the Prime Minister's namaste with her own namaste as the Prime Minister walked in. And then there was a brief photo op which you see on your screens there, where both of them are, of course, continuing to chat and no doubt perhaps congratulating each other on the huge wins that both of them have managed to seal in their respective elections. And now it's over to the G7 summit, where in fact Prime Minister Modi will also be speaking. Remember that he is there because they invited, in fact, to be a part of the G7 summit by the Italian Prime Minister. And that by itself speaks volumes, Gaurav, of India's standing. The fact that we've been invited yet again, not the first time, of course, but we've been invited yet again to be a part of the G7 summit, which is a very elite group where you've got, all of the world leaders coming together on one platform, and India sitting shoulder to shoulder with these leaders, with these countries.
So past 5 years, India has been invited to G7. India is also a strategic partner of all the G7 countries. So India plays a very important role, especially when it comes to some of the core areas that these countries are also interested in, especially the Indo-Pacific region. So that is where India plays a very critical role. India is one of the strongest economies in the world, the 5th largest, moving towards being the 3rd largest. Manufacturing hub, something that India wants to become. Semiconductor manufacturing, something that India is working big on. So cooperation here to check, to balance China in this region is something, again, that the world wants to diversify from China and invest in India, again, where India plays a very key role, especially when India also wants to be the voice of the global south. That's where dovetailing G20 and G7 outcomes become very important and critical, Akshita.